for centuries an argument has played out with collectors all over the world, and it is, what does PNC even stand for? Today we're going to find out definitively. Here we have the official first edition PNC guide for Australian collectors. Now, I've always told people that a PNC is a philatelic and numismatic cover. So the philatelic component is the stamp in the upper corner, and the numismatic part is the coin. And then the cover is, the cover, the whole thing itself. But Australian postal numismatic covers, I was very disappointed to learn that I'd been wrong all these years until I opened up the guide and saw philatelic numismatic cover. So I still don't know the answer to the question, but I stand by philatelic numismatic cover, and that's what I used to tell people when I spent a few glorious years working in the Philatelic Bureau for Australia Post. So to me that makes sense. If it's the Philatelic Bureau producing them, then the word philatelic should go in there somewhere. But that's not the main part of the video. We're actually highlighting the guide here. Greg McDonald has spent, listen up, over a year and a half producing this guide. I first met Greg at a Melbourne Ander show, and he told me that he was undertaking this task. And out of respect, because it was the first time meeting him, I didn't say this to him in person, but I'm sure we could laugh about it now. But I did mention to another dealer, does Greg know the scope of the job that he's undertaking here? And they said, yeah, he would, and he'll do a very good job of it. He'll be incredibly thorough. And I can sit here proudly now and tell you that he did know what he was doing, and he did a very thorough job. And I think it probably also took him a little longer than even he expected, but here we are. It's finally arrived, and it's something that collectors have been asking for a number of years. When I used to work in coin shops, people who specialised in PNCs would often come in and say, yeah, I know that there is, the McDonald's pocket guide, there's also the Renix guide, but they really wanted something that specialises in PNCs, because it may come as a shock to some people, but PNCs can be a really specialised area of collecting. Now, not every issue is just a single issue. There are often multiple variations, such as counter stamps, overprints. There are all sorts of varieties for any one particular PNC. And now, up until this point, to my knowledge, no one has effectively catalogued all of them. So here they are. There may be a few missing here and there, but I wouldn't be surprised if everything was accounted for. Something else that you'll notice about this guide is there's also a great deal of information on each particular PNC. Now, if you've seen one of my other videos highlighting PNCs, I often promote it as a really exciting part of collecting, because you can learn so much about Australian history if you just take a closer look at these items. And this guide, much like PNCs, is incredibly informative and has so much extra information that you may not have known, both about the PNCs and the subject matter which they're highlighting. And if you go to page 22, you'll see this guy. So I think this was quite some time ago. I think that I actually submitted this advertisement as my first ever. So very big special thanks to Greg for allowing me to pop my face in his very, very useful guide. And not only did he put me in there once, but on page 40 you'll see me again. There's also one other appearance of this same ad. So I'm in here 3 times, which is very exciting. Something a little different for me. And I always get excited when I see this type of thing, because I've truly grown up with the McDonald's guide and the Renix and all of these highly regarded publications. It's absolutely bizarre to see my own face in them. So very exciting, a shameless self-plug, but the guides are available now on my website. I'll pop a link in the description. They're incredibly useful, not only as a value guide. Greg's gone to great lengths to get values for everything, but also just information in general. You can learn a lot more about the PNCs that you already have. If you're looking at putting together a full collection, you can work out exactly how many PNCs exist in any particular set that you're looking at putting together. And it's just, knowledge in this industry is everything. So the more knowledge you have, I can assure you the more enjoyment you'll get from the hobby. So check it out now. They're available now. Congratulations, Greg. You've done an incredible job. I know he also had a lot of help from Steve Ross. So well done, Steve. You've both done an incredible job, and I'm sure the community will benefit tremendously from this very useful guide. That's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Please give the video a like and maybe subscribe to the channel if you like PNCs, coins, banknotes, any of that exciting stuff. I love it, and I highlight a lot of it on this channel. Thanks a lot.